What's happening, Barnaby here? Another HelloLife moment. You know, nature sure is pretty, but ow, it can hurt ya. And that brings us to the subject of food allergies. Registered dietitian Jessica Butcher. There are a lot of foods that people are allergic to. How many? What would be the top 8? Do you think?
You know, the top 8 common allergens here in the United States that do cause the most severe reactions for us would be your shellfish, your fish, your milk, your egg, tree nuts, peanuts, soy, and wheat.
Only a dietitian could rattle them off with such certainty. So let's break them down into groups here because there's too much to cover in one segment. So we invite you to keep checking back to HelloLife.net for more information. But are we going to start with nuts?
Yeah, tree nuts and peanuts. I mean, those are huge hot button issues, especially with children, and they do seem to be on the rise in that area. And you know, these are 2 of those common allergens that do cause more of the, you know, the highest rate of severe reactions in children. So that is certainly something to watch out for. And these 2 do tend to be lifelong allergies, whereas some other ones we can grow right out of.
Well, it's interesting because I know what a peanut is, but what's a tree nut?
A tree nut's pretty much every other kind of nut out there. All stacks, your walnuts, your pine nuts, all of those kind of get grouped into that. Tree nuts. A lot of other countries, but we're not quite yet. Still next most states, and they are looked to bleed labels coming years down the road, but it does seem to be the one that's on the highest rise in the last 20 years.
So these would be allergies, not intolerances.
Yes, and there's a huge difference, and that's certainly something that there's a lot of misconceptions around. Now, food allergies are what we cause that full immune system response, whereas, you know, like milk, that's one of our top 8 common allergens, and yet we also have lactose intolerance. The 2 are very different, and milk allergy can be a fatal reaction, whereas lactose intolerance is just going to make you feel uncomfortable.
Well, I'll tell you what, so we've gone through 2, but there are, as Jessica mentioned, 8, with sesame seed gaining fast to be number 9. And so for that, we invite you to check back to HelloLife.net and check out all the other videos that we have here, because if you're interested or concerned about allergies, you're in the right place. But if you have other questions about life in general, they too can be answered here at HelloLife.net.